Welcome to today's Genuine Love Revolution of the Global Clusters. My name is Clusteran Kayode Oyedotun, the OO2 Certificate Revolution. Excellent evening, excellent afternoon, excellent morning, no matter what time it is where you are streaming from. We extend our greetings to the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos, and the First Lady, and all the great clusterians in the house and those that will be watching us later. Okay, today is Genuine Love Revolution of the Global Cluster, the robust community of professionals or those who want to be professionals, technocrats or those who want to be technocrats, entrepreneurs or those who want to become entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge and information because to whom you are connected to determines what you collect. So today is one of our revolution, which is the Genuine Love Revolution, and we have our speaker here. So host, let's have the video for the Genuine Love Revolution, and the floor will be for the speaker of the day. Thank you.
Love is the most powerful force for change. Welcome to the Genuine Love Revolution. This movement is about embracing love, not just as a feeling, but as a transformative way of life. It begins with loving yourself, extends to those around you, and radiates outward to the entire world. Through kindness, empathy, and compassion, we can build relationships that truly matter. This revolution calls us to lead with our hearts, to see the humanity in others, and to create a ripple effect of care and connection. Imagine a world where every act of kindness inspires another, where empathy becomes our daily practice, where compassion binds us together. This is the power of genuine love, and it starts with you. Each small act, every warm embrace, each helping hand, these are the building blocks of a more caring and empathetic society. Join us at Global Clusters as we ignite this revolution of genuine love, inspiring a more caring and empathetic society. Love is the answer, and the Genuine Love Revolution is calling you to action. Visit theglobalclusters.org and be part of this transformative journey. Stay tuned for updates on the revolution, and don't miss a single meeting. They're vital to building the world we all deserve. Let's lead with love, starting today.
Yeah, let us lead with love starting today. Our guest speaker, Cyprian Wanko, are you ready for us, sir? The floor is yours, sir. You are muted. Please kindly unmute, sir. We cannot hear you.
Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
so I want to first of all appreciate the global president in the person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos, global first lady, the Genuine Love Revolution 001. I also want to appreciate you, Master Genie, and every other person here. Today, in our Genuine Love Revolution, we'll be looking at how genuine love can bridge cultural and racial divides, how genuine love can bridge cultural and racial divides. So that's what we'll be looking at today, all right? And I made it a very short class, a very short speech, so that we can easily ponder on them, assimilate them, and apply it. You know, this genuine love of a thing we are discussing is more of practical. It's not about talking. It's about what we do after here. What we do here is to refill ourselves, get the right information, then go back to our various communities to spread whatever it is that we've learned so that the impact will be practical on the people that we are living with. You understand? So that at the end of the day, that's our desire, our vision to transform the world through genuine love revolution of the global clusters is going to be a reality. So let me begin with a truth we all know. Yeah, we know it, but we often forget. Humanity shares one heart. It's as if most times when I come here to talk, I talk about humanity. Why do I talk about humanity? Because of the fact that that is the bedrock of all we do. And if we as a people have a sound understanding of what humanity is, so many things must have been taken care of already. What we are discussing here in Genuine Love Revolution must have been taken care of already if we understand what humanity stands for and for the fact that we have to place it above every other thing. That's why you see me mentioning humanity every day. So, humanity shares one heart. Strip away the accents, remove the accents, take away the dialects, the skin colors, the traditional attires, the family names. What remains is a beating heart. A beating heart that longs for acceptance, connection, and love. But here is the challenge. The society where we live in has built boundaries, walls of race, walls of culture, walls of stereotypes. We have been trained to see us versus them. For example, here in Nigeria, you are either from you are either Hausa person, or you are Yoruba person, or you are Igbo person, or you are Efik, or you are Ejo, or you are Nupe, or you are Thief, or you are, society has, brought in that division. And the division seems to live among us, which makes us think, instead of thinking us, inculcating everybody, we'll be thinking is us, that's referring to your tribe, against them. And that is the problem. Our people versus their people, our tribe versus their tribe. Yet, love, the genuine love, not the shallow infatuation that comes and goes, has the power to scale those walls and even tear them completely. So, what we normally come here to do remove those walls that the society have built, walls of race, walls of tribe, walls of academic qualifications, walls of class, both social and political class and all. That's what we are coming here to tear down so that I can be able to see you, Master Genie, and see human being, not just a human being, but beating heart, so that I can see a global president and not see him as just Dr. Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, but I see him as a human being, someone that has heart, and then therefore deserving of everything that human being supposed to get, at least from me, you know. So that's what we are coming here to do. But before we look at how we or how genuine love can bridge cultural and racial divides, I want us to look at all these, should I say, instances. Yeah, the first instance we're going to look at is the beauty of love beyond borders. The beauty of love beyond borders. No, because it's very, very important for you to try to tell people the benefit they are going to get or the benefit therein for if they follow a particular path. You understand? That's why I want to look at all these instances. Nothing stops me from going straight to how we can actually use genuine love to conquer both the racial and tribal boundaries and all that. But I want us to first of all look at instances, the benefits we can have, how it looks like if we can have the genuine love across beyond borders, then how it looks like in African setting before we now go into how we can make it a reality. The beauty of love beyond borders, that's the first instance we're going to look at. When a man from one tribe in Nigeria falls in love with a woman from another tribe, and despite family resistance, they choose to build a life together. That is not just romance, it is social revolution on a small scale. It is social revolution on a small scale. When a black man and a white woman, or African woman and Asian man, decide that the stereotypes will not dictate their destiny, that is not just relationship. It is breaking of chains, the rewriting of history. Love, in its purest form, says, I see you, not your race, not your culture, not the prejudices society has placed on you. I see your heart, the beating heart. I see humanity. That is why genuine love is dangerous to systems that thrive on division. It brings people together where hate wants to pull them apart. So, the first instance we looked at talked about the fact that if we can, as a people, take away the boundaries, racial boundaries, to intermarry, that genuine love, of course, must have conquered the boundaries placed by the society at that small scale. For example, an Igbo person getting married to an Hausa person, which happens. As a relationship coach, I must tell you that there are so many intertribal marriages, yes, which I encourage as a person. If you come to me and tell me, oh, this is the person I want to marry, but my family are against this just because we don't share the same tribe, we don't speak the same language, we don't live in the same region, this and that. I will encourage you people, once I see that you share, have a lot of compatibilities, have things that can enable that marriage work, I will encourage you. And at times, I will follow you to speak with your people. Yes, by the grace of God, not all has worked for me, but those that I spoke with, some of them agreed and permitted their kids to get married. So, these are just small skills through which we can use genuine love to conquer the boundaries or barriers the society have placed on all of us. You understand? Another example, I've shown some cases of interracial marriage, maybe an Asian marrying an African, or maybe a Western, pure Western, getting married to an Asian, something. It happens. And these are the little ways we are doing it. And this is also a good example, an instance that shows that we as a people, if we sincerely want to, conquer this boundary or this frontier brought about by the society, we can do it. So interracial marriage is one of the instances. Intertribal
Hey,
marriages, like I've talked about. You understand? Can you hear me?
hey,
I hope you
Laura.
can still hear me.
Eh?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Bobo, ma wa.
Okay. The next instance we're going to look at, please. The next instance we're going to look at is the power of genuine love. In other places, we're going to look at the politics. So first of all, why does genuine love succeed where politics and policies fail? Why does genuine love succeed where where politics and policies fail? This is because genuine love is not about negotiation. It's about sacrifice. Genuine love says, I am willing to learn your culture, not dismiss it. I am willing to respect your background, not erase it. I am willing to blend who I am with who you are so that together we create something even more beautiful. When two people commit to this, they model to the world what unity looks like. They raise children who see humanity, not stereotypes. They teach communities that partnership is possible beyond narrow boundaries of tribe and race. It is very, very easy for you to say that politically, politically, one can easily say that in this country that there is tribal misunderstanding politically. Yes. That's why you get to hear some people say, oh, these people have ruled us for some years. These people are the next in turn. You see some people, they will say, these people can never rule us. We don't trust what they can do and something like that. That is showing you that politically and considering the policies we have in this country and perhaps in other countries, genuine love have not really succeeded. It has not really succeeded considering those areas. However, every other areas, one example which I've mentioned earlier, it has succeeded. In marriage, it has succeeded because beyond all those boundaries, if you see someone that is going to give you peace, you know. If you see someone that is gonna give you the lifelong love you crave for, you know. So, regardless of the fact that our politics made it look as if it's not gonna work, and our policies made it look as if it's not gonna work, deep down within us, the human in us still tells us that it works, and it's working in our right in front of us. I give examples of marriages between Hausa and Yoruba, Igbo and Yoruba, Hausa and all that. So that's an example of cases where it has happened, regardless of how politics and how policies have made it look. Still, we as a people have conquered it in our own little ways. All we need to do is to try to spread it far beyond that our own little corner. Maybe you're able to marry someone that is from another tribe, and you are a strong or a formidable, crusader of genuine love. You start spreading it from that point where you are, using your family as example, so that we will have hope that one day, that political and policy aspect where it seems as if genuine love is not helping out, we can be able to break off that bigger boundary. So now let's look at how different ways we can make this genuine love bridge cultural and racial divides. Number one, number one, educate your heart before you educate your mind. Educate your heart before you educate your mind. Learn to see people beyond stereotypes. Let your heart first accept that love is bigger than tribal lines, bigger than racial categories. When you hear educate your heart, it sounds a kind of literal, or should I even say, it looks like just a mere word, not like literal. It looks like just a mere word, but it's just like saying you should speak to yourself. You should speak to yourself. Take, for example, no matter how hardened heart you have as a human being, if you're in a hospital and you see someone that is under life support struggling, you will be touched. I'm not saying that you can maybe go to do anything there, because if you don't have the technical know-how, you cannot do anything. But right there within you, you'll be touched. It doesn't really matter where the person comes from. And you may not even ask those questions. Why? You are seeing the person through your heart. You are seeing a human being like you going through pains, trying to scampering for, just like when I did surgery some time ago, the next bed beside where I was staying, a man that was on oxygen died in the middle of the night. Before he died, he was struggling. Yeah, he was struggling. I wouldn't know if the oxygen finished or something, but he was scampering for air. So for drowning and all that. I actually came for surgery, but I couldn't hold it. I felt for him. Yeah, although before the nurses came and everything, he already died. So that case scenario is a situation whereby you as a person, you are looking at something through your heart. You're looking at something through your heart. So that's what is teaching us. One of the ways we can be able to use genuine love to conquer this barrier of frontiers being placed among us by the society, or and every other, by politics. If we should start with seeing things through our heart, educating our heart before we educate our mind. Our mind is very powerful. Most times we use our mind to suppress our heart, in as much as there are some cases where it is necessary. It's not in every case. So in this case of genuine love, we should allow first educate our heart before we educate our mind. Let our heart understand that because this person is human being, we should treat them as such, irrespective of the tribal differences, irrespective of religious differences, irrespective of every other things dividing us. So learn to see people beyond stereotype. Let your heart accept the love, that the love is bigger than tribal lines, bigger than racial categories. Number two, on how we can break the boundaries using genuine love. Respect cultures, don't erase them. Respect cultures, don't erase them. If you fall in love, acquire it. Don't demand that your partner abandon their heritage. Instead, honor it, learn it, celebrate it. A shared life is richer when both sides bring their uniqueness together. What does this mean? For example, when I was serving in Akwa Ibom State, they speak more of Ibibio than yeah. I noticed something. I noticed something. I found out that The more we blended with their local stuff, the more acceptable we became. The more acceptable we became. As someone from the East, called East Anambra, when we came in there, where we served, University of Rio, the lecturers there and every other thing, we tried to relate, it was fine. And it was okay, but we became deeper connected when we started learning their languages, such as Mesereo, Abadio, Idioko, Didiampo, all those their language. When we come in the morning to work, we'll be like, Mesereo, they'll be like, who teach you this? It seems you have started seeing our girls and all that. We will laugh about it. Then after that, we started deviating from our own delicacies, what we eat here, which is onugu, okra, and everything. Suddenly eating their food like rikai kong, epang, editan, and other things there. Now, when we communicate with them, we could flow, we could relate. What does that mean? It is one of the ways through which you show acceptance to people's culture. Number two says, respect cultures, don't erase them. Most times when we talk about relationship and the marriage aspect, you see a man marrying someone from another tribe and then trying to impose his tribe on her. It happens most times, you understand, in as much as there are ways we handle it. But the truth is that it's not good. The very best way you can change people, even if you want to change them, is to first of all accept them the way they are. That is why even in the Bible, the Mary Magdalene, who was found committing adultery, was brought to Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ didn't condemn her, regardless of the fact that he disobeyed. Sorry, that she disobeyed. She committed adultery, quite all right. She disobeyed the law. But Jesus Christ didn't treat her that way. He first of all accepted that she's a human being. That's why he said, okay, any of you here that have not done what she did, be the first to throw stone to her. Then unfortunately, they were all guilty and they left. But if Christ was not there, they would have all stoned her. So we as people, even if we want to change people, if we want them to do what we do, we should first of all accept them the way they are. That is the first thing. You're going to keep repulsive. It might be very difficult for them to, embrace whatever change you want to bring. So respect cultures, don't erase them. Someone brings a different culture, try to learn it the much you can, to at least be able to show them concern that, man, I'm not against you. We are all human beings before any of all this culture thing, tribe thing, and every other thing. From there, the person will now look into their own culture. So even if there is something you want to pass through your culture and every other thing, the person will be able to embrace it. So respect cultures, don't erase them. Number three, be willing to stand against pressure. Yes, families, friends, and societies may resist. But if your love is genuine and aligned with respect, peoples, and faith, stand firm. Every groundbreaking love story faced resistance before it became a testimony. So you should be willing to stand against pressure. Yeah. For example, you want to propagate genuine love in your home, and you are from a home of tribal people that are tribal bigots, that they don't want to hear anything outside another tribe. You're going to face a lot of fight because they will not really buy into your idea, no matter how sensible you sound. So you should be able to brace up yourself, knowing that you may have to coexist with people that will not give you space. You may have to fight the pressure of the family, pressure of friends, pressure of other relations before you can be able to pass that message. You should be strong. You should be strong. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to get whatever you are seeking on a platter. You must really stand firm and work for it. Yeah. Number four, focus on shared values. Should focus on shared values. Race and culture are important. They are both important. But what holds a relationship is value. integrity, kindness, faith, hard work, respect. This transcends every boundary. One example of this thing I'm trying to tell you now is that there is no place I am being categorical, like I'm being specific. There's no space you go that, let's say, here is dominated by Igbo people, that you're not going to see Yoruba people working. Let it, whether it's a company or government establishment, there is no place. If it's not working as a permanent staff, you'll be working as a contract staff. Even if it's not working as a contract staff, it's offering a service to that establishment. Yes. Let me explain more. When it comes to work, regardless of how um, racially inclined or tribally inclined people are, they still look for competence. They still look for competence. Let me give you an example. When there was a project I did of recent, and I needed people to do some painting there. I needed people to do some painting. And there's a place that they used to pick artisans where we live here. So the first time I went there, I saw a lot of people, and majority of them were Igbos. I carried them, and they finished working that day. We were speaking, we were joking and every other thing. And they were working for me. Then at the point, we had issues. The issue we had was that I was trying to tell them, this is what I want you to do for me here. I want you to paint this thing this way. I want to paint it this way. They were also telling me that this is not right. You can't do this way and all that. So at the point, I was like, I hired you and I wanted you to do exactly what I hired you to do for me. I am not really doubting your expertise, but this is what I want. And because I hired you, you should be able to do that thing for me because I'm going to pay you. So after the whole thing, we were able to finish and they went home. Now, the next day, I didn't carry the Igbo people there. I carried Hausa people. They were there too. And I went back. We were not flowing in terms of conversation because they couldn't speak even the, the the English that we are supposed to communicate with. It was difficult for them. So we are using hand, using sign, using a lot of things to communicate. However, those set of people that I picked, they were able to give me the exact thing I wanted. They did not argue with me. I would tell them, oh, remove this thing. They will remove it. I tell them, put this in, they will put it. At the end of the day, I was happy. I settled them. They went home. Then the next day I went back there. I saw different set of people. Now, I now look for those people that I hired the second day to pick them. That was when some of my brothers started telling me, you want to leave us? I want to carry another people, this one, this one, this one, this one. I told them, oh, forget about it. I am, in as much as I am an Igbo person, I am not here to look for any tribe. I am here to look for competence. Someone gave me exactly what I wanted. Why the same people I hired the first day, they were doing arguments with me, regardless of the fact that we finally did the work. But they made me stress myself. They made me shout. They made me do a lot of things. So because of it, I didn't want that to happen again. I went for competence. So what am I trying to tell you? Regardless of all this racial and tribal destiny, competence stays stand out. There is no place you are going to. If you go to Lagos, you are going to see Igbo people serving Yoruba people, those who know what they're doing. Here now, you're going to see so many Hausa people walking. I'm telling you, like if I take my camera and go to where they are building houses around here, you will see that majority of them are Hausa people. If you go to this place, they are sewing clothes. When it comes to sewing clothes, the market side, you're going to see a lot of Yoruba people sewing clothes. And there, the people that are serving are Igbo people. Yes. So the focus you should have, and I should have, is on shared values. The focus should be on what? Integrity. Should be on competence. Because that's what it is, even in actual sense. Yes. It's only when it comes to politics and policies that the division comes in. And that's why people like me believe that the division is actually created so that there won't be consensus, or there won't be a kind of community of sound people coming together to fight the status quo. That's why the division is being created. That's by the way. So number 4 said focus on shared values. Focus on shared values. Then number 5, raise the next generation differently. Raise the next generation differently. If you are blessed to build a cross-cultural family, raise your children not to carry forward old prejudices, but see themselves as bridges in divided world. I don't know if you can still hear me because I came out here because of network. I don't know if you can still hear me, but yeah. We still have
Yes,
anybody in
we
the
can
house?
hear
Can you hear
you.
me? Okay, fine. So raise the next generation differently. What does that mean? You and I are the empowered people. In the Bible, Jesus Christ did not meet all the disciples. Jesus Christ met mostly apostles, picked them, empowered them, and then they went into the world to make disciples. And also got other people that even became Christian far long after the death of Christ and after the ascension of Christ. What does that tell you? You and I are just like, let me say, the first set of people being empowered to lead the genuine love revolution. We should raise the next generation differently. We talk about next generation. I have a son, you have a daughter, you have your son. We should try to transfer that which we have already learned, transfer that empowerment to them so that as they are growing through all the methods, all the, let me say, agents of socialization, they are going to meet, be it school, be it church, be it peer group, be it, they should be able to also transfer it. Just like some of us grew up having a lot of prejudices because of the fact that our parents failed in their own part to to propel this genuine love. We are now transferring the same genuine love to our kids through the same medium so that when they are coming up, the higher they grow, the older they grow, the larger the number of people that are getting empowered just like we are. So that's the last way in my list here that we can use genuine love to break the bridge of culture, racial, and tribal differences, in our society. So, before I conclude, or by way of conclusion, and this is also a call to action, brothers and sisters, the world is tired of division. Nations are tired of hate. Communities are weary of prejudice. And here lies the truth. Policies may change laws, but only love changes hearts. When we let genuine love reign in our relationships, when we let genuine love reign in our families, our communities, we build something greater than romance. We build peace. So I challenge you today. Let us allow genuine love to do what it does best. Let us allow it to bridge cultures, to break down racial walls, to heal wounds of history, and to give birth to a generation that sees humanity before race and unity before this division. Because in the end, love is not just about two people holding hands, it's about humanity holding on together. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much, Cypran Wango. Thank you for that great information about the genuine love. I'm sure everyone that's listening has got a lot to take in today. We should not let race or politics to come between our humanity. As humanity comes first, we are humans, and there is no way we are going to show humanity to each other without expressing love and kindness, without thinking that somebody else is from another country, or they speak different language. So we should let the genuine love reign among us, not just between two people, like the speaker said. We should let genuine love reign among us. We should, feel humanity towards each other, not only when we are in pain, but in kindness. We should let it be a bridge, between us. I'm sure we have other people on the call. We would like to take your submission, Madam Comfort. You can see you have joined
Good
us.
evening, sir. Yes, sir. Um, Greeting to the elders in the house, and also appreciate the speaker. He spoke very well about genuine love. I think we have to take genuine love like like a religion, because in this world, religion is the only force that can take things easily. I mean, can subdue somebody people's mind. I'm not saying that we are going to make a crusade like we have a church, but we must put it in our heart that we must evangelize it to everybody. We mustn't keep it into our group alone. We must tell the whole world what we have accepted now, what we have achieved in our thinking. We have done surgery to our heart. Our heart has opened. So our mind must also go suit. Yeah, my brother spoke about marriage, about relationship with other tribe. That is a very, very, very big job in our hand now. And let's start from home. Let's put the tribal issues around to a corner. Do we have genuine love even with our kids? I'm talking to mothers. There are so many of us mothers that don't even love their children the same way, and they show it. They talk less about the one that is not coming up the way they want, the one they want. It has to start from home. And it's causing a lot of issues, making some kids, innocent kids, good-minded child become vagabond, because when he sees it in the minds of the parent, and the parent may ignorantly believe he is doing something. So we need to teach ourselves from home. Kids are not the same. We cannot manage them the same way. They have different challenges they also go through, and they have natures that are different from each other. Even if you have a twin born at the same moment, that developed in the womb at the same time, they have different characters. So we need to learn how to use genuine love to bring up different children, a specific child in a specific way. They are not the same. That's number one. Number two, some of us that believe we have our wives or our husband, challenges come in marriages because we don't have genuine love. Genuine love goes beyond shortcomings of everybody. You can pray, you can find a lot of ways to bring about genuine love in our home. Although there are some marriages that are not to be together, any marriage that involves beating and doing a lot of things that are so to the extreme may be boycotted for some time. But if we have children in between, we must also use genuine love. That one is an issue at a particular time, so that you yourself, that you believe you are right, will not have hypertension. You see, when you talk about genuine love, is not only to make relationship, it will make you happy. You yourself. Both parties in the relationship must ensure that they are happy. The one that is good, if he does not manage the one that is not good very well, he or she is also going to be bad. It's also going to be bad. It's either his health is going to be bad, or his business is going to become bad, or his personalities is going to be bad, or he becomes wayward by himself or herself. So you turn to be bad because you don't know how to use genuine love to manage crisis in relationship. Everything, whether we are married or we are relating as a friend, is a relationship. Even between mother and father is a relationship. Between brother and sister is a relationship. We also need to talk to the student teachers. We school owners, we must always advocate soft skill that talks about empathy, talk about um, uh, good behavior in general. In the school, what do you say in the classroom between two teachers, as a teacher, between two students? How do you rate the one that is not going well? A child that is sleeping in the classroom, you see him as a lori buruku or a stupid person. No, he may have taken medication in the morning that is making him to sleep. A teacher with genuine love must see to the reason why that child is sleeping in the classroom. Hmm? A teacher with genuine love must see why a child is stealing. The stealing in the classroom was not the first stealing, and a circumstance must have led that person to that behavior. Go into your nails sometimes, or go into your dictionary. Go and look for the reason why any child should be stealing, and check it, relate it with the life of this child in your classroom. It is not by beating, it is not by calling names, it is not by suspension. It does not work. Nations cannot be built through that. So we have to look at the ones that are very close to us. Genuine love start from cradle. If you give affirmation to a child in the morning, oh, my daughter, you are a precious child. You are going to be this, you are going to be that. You are the one that everybody will see and be happy. It goes with that child. And the thinking of that child will be completely, you know, positive towards another person. Your child will not fight because we tell her, oh, my mother does not teach me how to fight. So I don't know how to fight. I was just looking at them when they were making noise because the mother had never made noise on him. Is everybody there? Hello?
Yes, we
Hello?
are with you, ma. Hello, ma.
Oh, okay. So let's start from home. My brother has spoken about we adults. I am particular about little children, and we are leaving this world to them. They are the one that will tell us, hey, um, mommy, I beg, we have to let my wife stay because this is not the way I was brought up in the school. So school has a lot of work to do. We must we must train them with soft skills. We are not teaching them. It's not really in our curriculum. We talk about STEM, 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 STEM. Science, science. Is that science? What is going to go with science? If you have all the certificate, if you don't have a good relationship, where will you use the certificate? So if we build up the new generation with genuine love, honestly, affirmation at the assembly every day. There is one thing I love doing in my school, Valentine. Oh my goodness. Valentine, for the past 20 years, Valentine celebration has been a fantastic celebration. Every child must bring something and you have to take a ballot. So girls take girls, boys take boys because of what can happen. I don't want them to turn it, but we'll have for a whole week or 2 weeks, we'll be telling them about love, love, love. How you can love your neighbor, how you can love your friend, how you can love your country, how you can love the whole world, how you can love um, natural materials that God made with us. Yeah, even the soil, the land, the environment, the air. How can you? There was a time I planted some palms, and I do buy each of these palms for 5,000 naira. Not before now, and they will go there, they will uproot it. And I took time. I told the teacher, I said, teachers, you know what? Every morning after the assembly, take them round all these plants I planted it too. It must not be uprooted again. Tell them the advantage of the plants. Tell them it gives them oxygen, and let them close their mouth if they can breathe. When the heat is in the house, will they enjoy it? Say, no, oh, this is the source of that oxygen. And with this, if this palm grows here, it will grow up and continue to give you oxygen. Your home too, it must also shield you, because the carbohydrate, the oxide that comes from your nose, also help it to grow. Let me tell you, those plants are there now. Nobody touches it. Every morning they go there. Oh, plant, give me carbon dioxide, give me oxygen today. Oh, I want to live well. I don't want to have heat. Put it in their mind. Nobody touches what I plant again. The trees they have grown. In fact, they have become big plants. Little children, nursery, kindergarten, we took them there. Whatever you give to them, they keep. They are good custodian of culture and goodwill. Let's start from that. Then, in the home too, parents must also know that whatever that happens between the couple is also kept with them, in their hearts. So genuine love must radiate around. We must interpret it well. We must educate our mind. We must be ready to build the nation by being a good parent. It does not, it cannot, it's not a cheap thing. It is normal. And it's written in the Bible, the faces of the pages of the Bible, even in other books that people are using as recently when I went to South Korea, I went to um, a temple. We asked them, what do they do? They told us everything. They move us around the temple and told us what they do in the temple, what they teach, and how they. It's the same thing. Why are we fighting? Why is Muslim fighting Christian, if not because of politics? It is the policies of population that even in the home is politics. So these stupid politics should be put aside and think of how, and we don't know one thing. One thing is about that if you play politics and it doesn't go well with any of the two, each of the party will feel it, will suffer it. So genuine love is the most important thing. Each of the parties, the one that wins or the one that is losing, the one that is overcome another one or supersede another, we also suffer. Because if you see your partner suffering, it will not feel good about you. So genuine love need to be settled from the cradle. Teachers must know how to manage these children. It is long we know that any child that fails must be beaten. No, 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 no. It does not show genuine love. What do you bring from? There are ways to tell the child to do better, not by speaking evil, not by destroying the future, the mind of. How do you want a child that you bring down, that you disabled with love, that you insult to love you? It doesn't happen. Oh. It will not. That child may keep it for life. There are some incidences of that. It's in my heart today. A brother that never, my half brother that never believed I can be anything. And he told me, hey, if you go back, if you leave my house and go back to our daddy, don't ever believe you have a brother elsewhere again. Do you hear that? I said, yes, sir. Lo and behold, I never refer to that brother as my brother because circumstances never allowed me. That statement empowered me to go and struggle. And today, hey, they cannot stay where I stay. And I still remember. I tried to erase it. And he remembers too. Unfortunately, the ego in the senior ones does not allow him to come down so that we can reconcile. Imagine, even me. that is this young. I'm over 60 years and he's over 80. So it goes beyond the tribal. If if the home is built well, the new generation will erode, will erode, will bring about peace in our culture, because culture is another thing. Oh. When you have a child, when you get married to another tribe, you are not the only one that is going to relate with that tribe. That wife or that husband. You have sister-in-law, and they will come to stay with you. But if from the school that sister-in-law have been nurtured with good love, how to express love, genuine love, they will, even if culture or tradition speaks something, he will know how to manage that. He will know how to relate that tradition with somebody tradition that is coming. Do you understand? So I am going to concur because our time is fast spent. I don't want to take up, but brother, you have said so much. I believe if we continue to open up this way, so many other people will listen and they will hear, and our community will be better, and there will be good relationship, and the commotion will be reduced, and we'll be able to sleep and close our eyes, two eyes, and sleep deep and refresh the following morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much for adding your voice on today's Genuine Love Revolution. I'm sure everyone that is listening today or who will listen to it in the future will have so much to learn from this, no matter what they have not learned from school, but from the community of the global clusters, they will be able to get this information. And I hope that everybody take action by, using this word to change their life and the people around them, because love is the only revolution where no one loses, like you have said, man. So together, let's keep showing genuine love to our family, to our colleagues, to children, to old ones, and to everyone around us. And there will be no one that we lose. So thank you everyone for being on today's Genuine Love Revolution meeting of the global clusters. And we will be drawing the curtain here now. And in the voice of our ambassador, Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the global president, we say, who are we? We are the robust community of professionals or those who want to be professionals, technocrats or those who want to be technocrats, entrepreneurs or those who wants to be entrepreneur. So today is Jenny Love Revolution, and we have learned so much. And this will be on the social media platform. Share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.